The Diary of Samuel Pepys, 1st of May 1660. This morning I was told how the people of Deal have set up 2 or 3 maypoles, and have hung up their flags upon the top of them, and do resolve to be very merry today. It being a very pleasant day, I wish myself in Hyde Park. This day I do count myself to have had full 2 years of perfect cure for the stone, for which God of heaven be blessed. This day Captain Parker came on board, and without his expectation I had a commission for him from the Nonsuch frigate, he being now in the Sheraton, for which he gave me a French pistol. Captain H. Cuttons has commission for the Sheraton. After dinner to ninepins and won something. The rest of the afternoon in my cabin, writing and piping. While we were at supper, we heard a great noise upon the quarter-deck, so we all rose instantly, and found it was to save the coxswain of the Sheraton, who, dropping overboard, could not be saved, but was drowned. Today I put on my suit that was altered from the great skirts to little ones. Today I hear they were very merry at Deal, setting up the king's flag upon one of their maypoles, and drinking his health upon their knees in the streets, and firing the guns which the soldiers of the castle threatened, but durst not oppose. As a small annotation to that entry, I'm going to read about Sam's cure for the stone. One of the annotations explains it really well, and it's taken from a book by, what was she called now? Claire Tomalin's biography. This is what happens. This is what happened to Sam when he had his operation. And it's by, this annotation is by Pauline. The surgeon got to work. First he inserted a thin silver instrument, the itinerarium, through the penis into the bladder to help position the stone. Then he made the incision about 3 inches long and a finger's breadth from the line running between the scrotum and anus and into the neck of the bladder or just below it. The patient's face was sponged as the incision was made. The better, once out, the wound was not stitched. The patient's face was sponged as the incision was made. The stone was sought, found, and grasped with pincers. The more speedily it could be got out, the better. Once out, the wound was not stitched. It was thought best to let it drain and cicatrize itself, but simply washed and covered with a dressing, or even kept open at first with a small roll of soft cloth known as a tent, dipped in egg white. A plaster of egg yolk, rose vinegar, and anointing oils was then applied. And all this was done without anaesthetic.